words of inspiration and love. Oh, how we live and what we say, it's stamping up and it's our way.
Hi everyone, welcome to our Labels Aglow craft at home kit class. So in your supplies for this card you will need the soft succulent base card. You have a pack of the designer series paper and you're going to take this particular one, that's the back side of it. You're going to cut this at 10 centimeters by 14.5 centimeters. You also have a piece of soft succulent cardstock. You have a label that I have already punched out using the punch that's in real red. You also have a little tiny strip of the gold foil, and you will also have 2 of these sprigs in your kit for this one. There's a total of 6 in your supplies, but you need 2 of these, and what I have done is just use my Stampin' Write marker to colour in over the cherry blossoms, or the cherry berries, or whatever you want to call them. You will need your gold embossing powder. You'll need your Versamark ink pad. You need an embossing buddy if you have one. You'll need a stamp that will actually fit into or onto this particular piece of cardstock, the label, so that is going to go onto there. You'll need your dimensionals, and you'll need your multi-purpose, and you'll need your heat tool. So to get started on this card, what we're going to do is stamp first using your embossing buddy. Pat that all over our red card, and that means that it gets rid of any of the static. Using our Versamark ink up our stamp that down. If you don't have any gold embossing powder, use some white embossing powder because it will still coordinate with our card as well. Okay, then what you're going to do is take our embossing powder, cover that over the top, flick off our excess, and now we're going to heat that with a heat tool. So just pop all of this away. Okay, so once you have now heat set the embossing, what you do is take your multi-purpose, glue down your layer of designer series paper onto our base card. What you want to do is take this piece of foil and we're going to glue that into the center of here. But what I like to do with this one is I just want to use a piece of tear and tape. Because of the foil, it will actually take a little while for it to dry. So by just securing it on the edge with a bit of the tear and tape or your snail. So just glue that down just so we have a little piece out hanging down the bottom like so. Okay, and I might as well just finish off with the tear and tape all the way around on this one. Now I don't use my scissors when I use the tear and tape. I actually don't like getting glue onto my scissors. And I'm just going to pop a piece on the back of that. But see how I haven't measured it or cut it? What I do is I just eyeball it and then bring it and fold it back on itself, so I'm not actually having to worry if I've gone a little over the edge. Same with that side, just flip it so that it goes in. A little bit extra adhesive won't matter. Okay, so now what we're going to do is pop that down onto there. With our 2 sprigs, you can use the mini glue dots or you can use your multi-purpose. What you will need to do is just be a little careful with it and pop some of the adhesive, and I'm going to stick one here. And that's the downside to the multi-purpose, is it will actually bleed out. So my recommendation for these is to actually use some mini glue dots, and they fit perfectly behind, but you will need to be a little bit careful because the sprigs are ever so flimsy when they attach to the other. So just give them a little push down and a bit of a jiggle, and you should be able to just pick up that mini glue dot. And then I'm just going to do the same with the other one on the other side, and then spraying that out that way. And then what we need to do is pop 2 dimensionals fairly close, or reasonably close to each other, because we want that just to overhang and touch. And that is our card. Alright, I hope you like that. Have fun.
What we love, what we do, makes a difference in me and you. All these years of inspiration and love.